All right, welcome in everybody. The BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Elite Spectacular Baseball to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live to be live. Also, new mission upgrades necessary for link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Start off with 1/1, Dwight Gooden. Cecil Cooper, 8/30. And Kevin Mitchell, 14/30. Roberto Clemente, 5/8. Six of 20. Ted Williams, Carter Yastrzemski, Jimmy Fox, David Ortiz, Carlton Fisk, Dwight Evans, Jim Rice, and Wade Boggs. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have any of those guys. And quad auto, 6/10. Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, Pedro Martinez, and Randy Johnson. Boom. They'll also be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Box number two. Ricky Henderson, 4/5. Hideki Matsui, 9/10. And patch auto, 10/10 from Michael Madsen. Miguel Cabrera, the orange shimmer, 5/6. Dual patch, 1/4. Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. Oh. And dual auto, 2/3. Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine. And final box of the break, box number 3. Good luck, everybody. Jackson Flora, 3/3. Cade Arambide, 6 of 15. And Pete Rose, 3 of 8 patch auto. Boom. Bob Gibson, 34/35. Quad patch. Octo patch, 4 of 5. Satchel Paige, Bob Lemon, Warren Spann, Whitey Ford, Dizzy Dean, Don Drysdale, Bob Gibson, and Robin Roberts. And final card of the break. Dual auto for Robin Young and Paul Molitor. 4 of 12. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll start taking care of our randoms. For the hits, Dwight Gooden, Cecil Cooper, Hideki Matsui, Kadar Mbide, Bob Gibson, Kevin Mitchell, Michael Madsen, Miguel Cabrera, Jackson Flora, Pete Rose, Roberto Clemente, and Ricky Henderson. And headed to random.org. Dual patch, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig. Dual auto, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine. Dual auto, Robin Young, Paul Molitor. Quad auto, Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson. Octo patch, Ted Williams, Kari Yastrzemski, Jimmy Fox, David Ortiz, Carlton Fisk, Dwight Evans, Jim Rice, and Wade Boggs. And Octo patch, Satchel Paige, Bob Lemon, Warren Spann, Whitey Ford, Dizzy Dean, Don Drysdale, Bob Gibson, and Robin Roberts. All right, that is it for baseball. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. But first, we're going to head to random.org and knock these 6 out. Talk that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. We're going to throw a high valve for us. We're going to go 9 times on each random, starting off with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. 8 times, final roll. Lou Gehrig with the win. Congratulations. Greg Maddox and Tom Glavine. That's 8 times, final roll. Tom Glavine with the win. Congratulations. Robin Yacht, Paul Molitor. That is 8 times, final roll. Robin Yacht coming out on top. Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddox, Pedro Martinez, and Randy Johnson. That's 8 times, final roll. Randy Johnson with the win. Congratulations. Ted Williams, Carl Yastrzemski, Jimmy Fox, David Ortiz, Carlton Fisk, Dwight Evans, and Wade Boggs. That's 8 times. Final roll. David Ortiz, Big Poppy with the win. And finally, Satchel Paige, Dizzy Dean, Bob Lemon, Don Drysdale, Warren Spahn, Bob Gibson, Whitey Ford, and Robin Roberts. That's 8 times. Final roll. Bob Lemon coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that is it for baseball. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. Back to you guys shortly. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Pete. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Football Hobby to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we're live to be live. Also, you mentioned no prints necessary for link down in the description. Man, do the Dolphins suck. Whew. Dan Marino, 17/49. Shador Sanders, 12/25. Isaac Urendo, 3/4. Tyron Tracy Jr., Savage, die cut, 10/10. Trevor Jackson, 3/5. Madden Maliaba, 3/3. And Ted Tyrone McMillan, 5/25. Box number 2, Randy Moss out of 149. Noah Fafita, 3/7. Blake Corum, 3/4. Billy Edwards Jr., 1/7. Malik Washington, 12/12. Elijah Olkey, 11/12. And dual auto, Matthew Golden and Ryan Wingo, 1/4. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. Raheem Sanders, Emmett Smith out of 149. Elijah Surratt, 1/1. Freddie Nicolosi, 8/15. Nico Marshall, 2/2. Robert Lewis, 2/8. And Cam Ward, 12/15. Woody Marks, 5/7. Juju Lewis out of 149. Amari Kneblack, 9/15. Ryan Montgomery, pretty play 1/1. Andrew Armstrong, 8/10. Jalen Daniels, 9/10. And Jeremiah Love, 3/3. Box number 5. Blake Shapen, 10/10. Caden Salter, 22/149. Justice Haynes, 4/15. Caden Dixon Wyatt, 1/4. Demarcus Davis, 5/5. Micah Hudson, 1/1. And DJ Lagway, 1/15. Box 6, Daquan Felton, Tyron Tracy Jr. out of 149. Marcel Reed, 3/8. Andre Reed, 11/15. Raheem Sanders, 9/10. Dylan Sampson, 4/5. And triple auto, Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, and Jared Curtis, 2/20. Box 7. Mason Olds-Claw to 149. Mitchell Evans, 8/10. Byron Brown, 4/7. TJ Lateef, 12/12. Brady Edmonds, 1/2. Oscar Delp, 8/10. And Tommy Castellanos, 15/15. Jaden Ball out of 149. Chris Carter, 7 of 25. Daquan Finn, 3 of 8. Tate Reynolds, 1 of 3. DJ Uigalele, 6 of 15. DJ Bordeaux, 2 of 3. And Ryder Lyons, 11 of 15. Box 8, or excuse me, box 9. Jeremiah Love out of 149. Jake Brenningstool, 45 of 49. Dylan Jones, 5 of 8. Maverick McIver, 6 of 7. Braden Dorman, 1 of 1. Caden Salter, 4 of 5. And Elijah Haven, 2 of 5. Box 10. Devon Dampierre, 1 of 1. Elizabeth IV, 12 of 25. CJ Daniels, 4 of 4. Woody Marks, 2 of 10. Peyton Thorne, 2 of 8. Jabari Mack, 9 of 15. And Will Howard, 9 of 10. Box 11. Avery Johnson, Garrett Nussmeier out of 149. Keegan Croucher, 1 of 1. Luke Altmaier, 1 of 1. Haynes King, 3 of 15. Graham Mertz, 5 of 5. And George McIntyre, 9 of 25. And final box to break. Box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Terry Bradshaw to 149. Elijah Brown, 1 of 1. Jaden Wilson, 4 of 7. Ellis Robinson, 1 of 7. James Simon, 1 of 1. Jerome Miles, 2 of 2. And Faison Brandon, 2 of 3 to close us out. And then that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our 2 randoms. For the heads, Dan Marino, Shador Sanders, Isaac Urendo, Tyron Tracy Jr., Trevor Jackson, Madden Maliaba, Ted McMillan, Randy Moss, Noah Fafita, Blake Corum, Billy Edwards Jr., Malik Washington, Elijah Olkey, Raheem Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Elijah Surratt, Braden Nicolosi, Nico Martial, Robert Lewis, Cam Ward, Woody Marks, Juju Lewis, Amari Nee Black, Ryan Montgomery, Andrew Armstrong, Jalen Daniels, Jeremiah Love, Blake Shapen, Caden Salter, Justice Haynes, Caden Dixon Wyatt, Americas Davis, Micah Hudson, DJ Lagway, Daquan Felton, Tyron Tracy Jr., Marcel Reed, Andre Reed, Raheem Sanders, Dylan Sampson, Mason Holtzclaw, Mitchell Evans, Byron Brown, TJ Lateef, Brady Edmonds, Oscar Delp, Tommy Castellanos, Jaden Bow, Chris Carter, Daquan Finn, Tate Reynolds, DJ Uigalele, DJ Bordeaux, Ryder Lyons, Jeremiah Love, Jake Brenningstool, Dylan Jones, Maverick McIver, Braden Dorman, Caden Salter, Elijah Haven, Devon Dampierre, Elizabeth IV, CJ Daniels, Woody Marks, Peyton Thorne, Jabari Mack, Will Howard, Avery Johnson, Garrett Nussmeier, Keegan Croucher, Luke Altmaier, Haynes King, Graham Mertz, George McIntyre, Terry Bradshaw, Elijah Brown, Jaden Wilson, Ellis Robinson, James Simon, Jerome Miles, and Faison Brandon. And headed to random.org, dual auto, Matthew Golden and Ryan Wingo. And Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, Jared Curtis. All right, that is it for football. We are on to 2024 Leaf Metal PBR here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. But first, we're going to head to random.org and knock these two out. We'll be back to that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Get with your hearty vow for us. Gotta go 12 times on the random. Matthew Golden and Ryan Wingo up first. That's 11 times on a rope. Matthew Golden with the win. Congratulations. Next up, Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, and Jared Curtis. That's 11 times on a rope. Faison Brandon with the win. Congratulations. All right, that's it for football. We'll be back in a few minutes with 2024 Leaf Metal Professional Bull Riding. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. On B today, we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Metal PBR to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and to be live. Also, mention no purchase for link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Gavin Hawk, 49/49. Daniel Keeping, 11/25. Trey Benton, 39/125. Silvano Alves, 1/75. Thiago Salgado, 3/5. Dalton Castle, 15/20. Eduardo Matos, 2/5. Hayden Harris, 4/5. And 90-point club, 1/1. Andrew Alvidrez. Oh. Box 2, Brennan Eldred, 5/8. Braden Richardson, 24/125. Josh Frost, 120/125. Derek Obaba, 10/125. Eduardo Alpercedo, 29/35. Jaquai Hale, 30/35. Bob Mitchell, 38/49. Marcus Mast, 6/25. And Julio Cesar Marquez, 3/10. Mason Taylor, 74/75. Marcus Mast, 8/49. Cooper Davis, 10/75. Colton Fritzland, 95/125. Lucas Divino, 15/20. Ramon de Lima, 3/10. Caden Loud, riding dirty, 9/10. Signature Spurs, Tate Paulmeyer, 2/10. And Court McFadden, 4/35. Ezekiel Mitchell, 94/125. Dalton Castle, 54/75. Casey Roberts, 85/125. Clay Guyton, 63/125. Nick Tetz, 4/20. Daniel Keeping, 12/20. Rafael Dos Santos, 2/15. Felipe Furlan, 28/49. And Caden Loud, Silvano Alves, 3/8. Dual auto. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that. If you have either of those guys, I'm sure we'll have plenty more where that came from. Hayden Harris, 99/125. Caden Loud, 29/75. Keyshawn Whitehorse, 118/125. Kaiki Pacheco, 54/125. Castillo Diaz, 8/35. Joao Ricardo Vieira, 7/25. Chase Dougherty, 19/35. Pretty play 1/1. Keyshawn Whitehorse. And dual auto, Dalton Castle and Lucas Divino. 415. Box 6. Andrew Alvidrez, 7/10. Lucas Divino, 4/5. Lucas Martins Costa, 107/125. Maverick Smith, 8/8. Marco Rizzo, 9/35. Austin Richardson, 13/49. Bordeaux Campbell, 3/25. Clay Guyton, 3/10. Brendan Eldred, 3/10. And on card auto, Marco Rizzo, 66/100. Take that. Grayson Cole, 5/49. Connor Halverson, 44/75. John Krember, 1/10. Nice. Chase Dowdy, 28/49. Maverick Smith, 2/15. Cody Jesus, 2/3. Josh Frost, 4/15. Brady Fielder, boom, 9/25. And dual auto, Elias Marasuza, Hermayes, and Alex Sequeira, 2/5. Box 8. Marco Rizzo, 54/75. Bordeaux Campbell, 67/125. Felipe Furlan, 9/10. Ederson Santos, 1/10. Dawson Gleaves, 1/25. Ederson Santos, 13/49. Mason Taylor, 21/25. Trey Benton, 13/25. And dual auto, Leonardo Castro and Marco Rizzo, 3/7. Box number 9. Rafael Dos Santos, 65/75. Cody Jesus, 19/75. Eduardo Epercedo, 6/75. And Nick Tetz, 25/125. Denner Barbosa, 22/25. Ezekiel Mitchell, 11/25. Grayson Cole, 9/25. Kaiki Pacheco, 5/10. And 1/1. Cody Jesus and Brady Olson, dual auto, boom. Final box to break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Julio Cesar Marquez, 79/125. Denner Barbosa, 52/125. Jaquai Hale, 15/25. Alex Sequeira, 12/25. Colton Fritzland, 9/35. Connor Halverson, pretty play 1/1. Colton Hevelo, 6/35. Derek Kolbaba, 2/8. Brady Olson, 23/35. And on card, 75/100, Gavin Hawk. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Get this recap going real quick, then we'll take care of all of our randoms. We do have a nice little handful. No posse today. Bit surprising, but I guess we will have to live with what we got. Gavin Hawk, Daniel Keeping, Trey Benton, Silvano Alves, Thiago Salgado, Dalton Castle, Eduardo Matos, Hayden Harris, Andrew Vidrez, Brendan Eldred, Braden Richardson, Josh Frost, Derek Obaba, Eduardo Epercedo, Shaquai Hale, Bob Mitchell, Marcus Mast, Julio Cesar Marquez, Mason Taylor, Marcus Mast, Cooper Davis, Colton Fritzland, Lucas Davino, Ramon de Lima, Caden Loud, Tay Pallmeyer, Court McFadden, Ezekiel Mitchell, Dalton Castle, Casey Roberts, Clay Guyton, Nick Tetz, Daniel Keeping, Rafael Dos Santos, Felipe Furlan, Hayden Harris, Caden Loud, Keyshawn Whitehorse, Kaiki Pacheco, Casio Diaz, Joao Ricardo Vieira, Chase Dougherty, Keyshawn Whitehorse, Andrew Alvidrez, Lucas Davino, Lucas Martins Costa, Maverick Smith, Marco Dizzo, Austin Richardson, Bordeaux Campbell, Clay Guyton, Brendan Eldred, Marco Rizzo, Grayson Cole, Connor Halverson, John Krember, Chase Dowdy, Maverick Smith, Cody Jesus, Josh Frost, Brady Fielder, Marco Rizzo, Bordeaux Campbell, Felipe Furlan, Ederson Santos, Dawson Gleaves, Ederson Santos, Mason Taylor, Trey Benton, Rafael Dos Santos, Cody Jesus, Eduardo Epercedo, Nick Tetz, Denner Barbosa, Ezekiel Mitchell, Grayson Cole, Kaiki Pacheco, Julio Cesar Marquez, Denner Barbosa, Jaquai Hale, Alex Acuera, Colton Fritzland, Connor Halverson, Colton Hebelo, Derek Obaba, Brady Olson, Gavin Hawk. And headed to random.org. We've got 5 of them. Dual autos for Elismar Souza Hermayes, Alex Acuera, Leonardo Castro, and Marco Rizzo. Caden Loud and Silvano Alves, Dalton Castle and Lucas Davino, and 1 of 1, Cody Jesus and Brady Olson. Alright, that will do it for bull riding. Gonna head to random.org real quick and knock these 5 out. We'll be back that in just a second. All right, we've got random the door pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Could be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on each random. Starting off with Elise Marzuza Hermayes and Alex Ajuera. That's 5 times. Final roll. Elise Marzuza Hermayes with the win. Congratulations. Next up, Leonardo Castro and Marco Rizzo. That's 5 times. Final roll. Marco Rizzo with the win. Congratulations. Caden Loud and Silvano Alves. Final roll. Caden Loud with the win. Congratulations. Dalton Castle and Lucas Divino. Final roll. Lucas Divino coming out on top. And finally, Cody Jesus and Brady Olson. Alright, is this thing... Are we back? Is this thing okay? I don't think we're quite back yet. What's going on here? Alright, can we see this? Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. Anyway, that's fun, I guess. Technical difficulties. Cody Jesus and Brady Olson are on the random. That is 4 times, 5 times, and final roll. Cody Jesus with the win. Congratulations. Never know what's going to happen live. Alright. That is it for us for today. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Thank you guys so much for being here and bearing with us for this last little technical difficulty. We look forward to having you all back in here sometime soon. We do have more bull riding on the horizon, so hopefully we will catch you guys back here. And, yeah, till next, everybody. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Alright, before we actually go away, we need to do one more piece of business. We did a random earlier for Spectacular Baseball, and there was an error in that random. We need to take care of that. We only listed 7 names. We missed out on Jim Rice on that random. It was 9 on the dice, so we'll go ahead and redo this whole entire thing real quick. Apologies for the confusion. No one apparently caught it live or decided not to scream at me when it was happening, and I completely blanked on it, didn't notice. Alright, that should be all 8. And then the dice were 9 on that. We're going to roll this 9 times. That's 8 times, final roll. And Jim Rice is actually going to be the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner on that one. Well, apologies for that confusion. I'll update everybody who did not stick around to see this. And then we'll get that squared away shortly. Thank you guys again, and we'll catch you later.